What is up, Nerd Nation? It's your boy Hunter here from Filmnerdtv, and today is the second match of the Ultimate Schmoedown single tournament, and tonight's match is Mike the Killer Kalinowski taking on the Wild Man Josh Macuga. I'm gonna go with the Killer on this one. I love Josh Macuga. The dude seems amazing, but I feel like in movie knowledge, I feel like Kalinowski has the advantage. I don't know. I mean, we could get shocked, but we're going to react. We're going to play along. We have our paper. We have our pen. And let's get to it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Schmoedown. It is the singles tournament here, and it is week number 2 as we are underway with the Ultimate Schmoedown, and this is a great pairing here, Mark.
You know, Christian, we always try to sell these matches. You always want to get excited about it, and here I'm calling our bluff right now. Two of the most boring competitors.
No, you stop that.
No personality on either one of these gentlemen. Just a slugfest of boredom is what paint and drying is more exciting than Josh Macuga and Mike Kalinowski.
Well, you are Captain Facetious, as I see that you are wearing the...
Captain Feces.
You are absolutely Captain Feces, but I will tell you that you are also someone who is mocking your good friend, because as we know in the history of the Ultimate Schmoedown...
What's that?
You have never picked Josh Macuga to win a match.
Not
ever.
one.
Anything. The man is 7-7 in singles. He has had a historic run. He is one of the legends of the game. He has competed almost more than anyone else in this entire league. He, at one point, was the all-time points leader, how many points he has scored in the entirety of this game. He deserves your respect, and you're mocking him.
Look, I'm a big fan of his parents, so John and Deb, I say this with all due respect. Josh Macuga has played in enough matches to warrant Hall of Fame consideration.
Absolutely.
He just does not win enough of them. However, I will say this about my good friend.
Yes.
What a scrapper that guy is.
He's a scrapper.
Does he know a lot of movie trivia? No. But he tries so hard, day in and day out. He loves competing, and so I think Mike Kalinowski might have his hands full because Macuga's been here before, maybe more times than anybody ever.
It's his 5th tournament. It is his 5th tournament.
That's old.
That's the thing with Macuga, is that you see him, and because he goofs around and he's silly. I've been on the other end of this magic that Macuga has, and it ain't pretty. The guy can pull rabbits out of his hat. He really can. He is that good where he'll pull things. You don't think that he will know it, and he will know it. Look, I have the belt right now. He has beaten me. JTE has the belt right now. He has beaten JTE. And Draco, whether or not Draco wants to, whether or not he wants to admit it or not, Macuga went toe-to-toe with him. Now, Kalinowski is a guy, we saw what he could do in the team tournament. But we also saw what he did back in singles when he played Breanne Chandler. He's one of the few people that has that perfect round with the bonus in the first round. Mike Kalinowski has become very popular with the fans. It's because he's shown he knows a lot.
That's right, and Kalinowski has a wealth of movie trivia knowledge. I'm not sure. You talk about the rabbits coming out of the hat. I would use the metaphor hand reaching up into Macuga's lower intestine and pulling an answer out. Can Mike Kalinowski have the same kind of disgusting magic that I just metaphorized?
I don't think so. I've only seen Macuga's the only person that I've seen have that kind of magic. I mean,
he's going to need some luck then.
He did it against Dagnino. He did it against JTE. He did it. I mean, he's done it against Clark Wolf last year. He's had more of those types of matches than anybody in the history of the league. But there's a lot of respect between the two of them. It was like the old guard and the new guard, and we're going to talk. We're going to hear from them right now.
year 3 of my attempt to climb the mountain that is the ultimate schmoedown. I have been to the championship. I have never lost in a first round. I have wins against Clark Wolf. I have a win against JTE to get in here. I fought Mark Riley to the final question in the final of the first ever ultimate schmoedown. I am no slouch.
As you can tell with the smile on my face, I'm excited to be where I am today for this first match. Josh Macuga, when I first was kind of welcomed into the group here, every single time I showed up, he was there with a handshake, a hug, a smile, welcoming me, telling me after matches whether I did great, if I had a bad match, he was there consoling me, what to work on. He's one of the nicest guys around here, you guys know, and to be facing him, this is kind of like, this is kicking it off with a bang for me.
Mike Kalinowski's out there. He's smiling. He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies. He's getting perfect first rounds in team matches. He has yet to go up against a formidable opponent that with as much swagger and as much idiocy and smartassness as I do.
People would kind of compare us, but from the beginning they were saying this, and I remember a couple things were said, and he was in the audience, and I heard the hey from the background there, but that to me is an honor. I like to think of that's a form of flattery for him as well.
I'm just going to see you on the other side of this post-interview. We're going to shake hands like gentlemen after I wipe the floor with you, like Little Mac getting beat by Mike Tyson the first time you got the cheat code. You made it all the way there, and you realized his fists were too big, he was too fast, and he knew too much about rom-coms. Rom-coms? And he knew too much about rom-coms.
You might go the distance with me, you might give me a run for my money, but at the end of the day, you're going to be going home with a loss. You know, I'll shake your hand, I'll buy you a beer, but then I got to go off, I got some babies to start kissing. It is time to pass the torch to the new generation.
Am I scared of Mike Kalinowski? No. Do I think that his last name has a lot of syllables? Sure. Does he sound like a dude that's from Pittsburgh whose parents own a Polish deli? Absolutely. Does he sound like a champion in Movie Trivia Schmoedown? That's a solid no.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I'm gonna go skip through this. I know you guys like.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Kalinowski. Oh man, download that Fight TV.
What Macuga's been, he's not sleeping on him, and Macuga's saying,
Who else I admire?
Who?
Sisyphus. He kept pushing a rock up the hill. Never worked out for him. I vote Kalinowski today. Sorry, Josh.
all right, so there we go. There is the tale of the tape. Mike Kalinowski, comic book movies, Spielberg movies, and smiling and wooing the ladies. Is that
Wooing
that's
the
what
ladies.
this says.
And Batman entrances, too. The guy's
Still
will
the
he be
Wild
wearing a
Man.
Batman costume today.
Josh Macuga, you have 80s movies, sports movies, and proving that he is still the ultimate wild man.
Every
So,
Lynn
there we
Swan
go.
stat the guy knows, but does he know enough about movie trivia knowledge to cap Mike Kalinowski? We're about to find out.
All right, so Mark, you ready to go?
I just said we're about to find out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia schmoedown. 3 rounds in the ultimate schmoedown singles division. Introducing first.
8 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. Once we ask the question, please write down your answer on the whiteboard in front of you, just next to your Coors Light. At the same time we ask you to say your answer, please show what you wrote to the camera for double secret probation confirmation.
All right, so you guys remember the JTE rule. You guys know the challenge rule. If you don't know, please ask. We will definitely give you the definition of how those work. You guys are vets, though. You know how it works. All
Macuga
right.
looks a little nervous here. Josh, are you feeling
nervous?
okay?
No, I feel fantastic. I'm
Okay.
psyched. I'm ready to go.
Mike, you ready to go?
Listen, there are a few people in this league that are better looking than me, and Mike Kalinowski is not one of them. So it's great.
All right, here we go. So, Macuga, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Kalinowski, you ready to go?
Let's do it!
And let's get ready to schmoedown!
All right.
All right, here we go. Round number 1 and question number 1 in the realm of...
In the world of new releases,
Yikes.
Okay.
name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the 2017 thriller Alien Covenant. I just got a chance to watch Alien Covenant finally.
And...
Did not care for it.
No, huh?
Not at all.
Really?
Did not care for it.
Wow.
I'm whispering.
Danny
I don't want them
McBride.
to hear me, but I
They,
did not.
we have microphones on.
I am
5,
upset.
4, 3, 2...
Can you repeat the question?
Already using it. Name
Coming
the,
in early.
Name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the
Danny
2017 bust Alien Covenant.
The bust. I enjoyed it.
5. I like that movie. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Josh Macuga.
Danny McBride?
That's correct. Kalinowski.
I put Kenny, but
Kenny Powers. He was going
yeah,
for
I
a
was
little Kenny
going for it,
Powers.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Almost.
Question number 2 here in the realm of action adventure. In Broken Arrow, who plays Riley Hale, a pilot who hopes to foil John Travolta's plot to steal a nuclear weapon?
Now, Broken Arrow on the other hand.
Gem.
You talk about a cinematic
Do you know that was
masterpiece.
actually
That's
nominated
held up.
for an Oscar?
What, really?
No.
John Woo?
No, it wasn't nominated. 5,
Kurt Russell?
4, 3.
I bought that
I
one.
know, 2. I don't do the thing with
Yeah,
my
it
face.
was good.
1. And that's pens down, please. Kalinowski.
Christian Slater?
Correct. Macoogs.
Christian
Bill
Slater.
Paxton, that's right.
Didn't have it.
Oh,
All right.
boy. I did not expect Macuga to be felled by that.
That Broken Arrow guy.
Yeah.
Like underground nukes rippling the earth.
That's my point. You never know what the hell he does know and what he doesn't.
You know what they say about Broken Arrow? Try it again for the first time. There we go. Your next question comes from the world of Oscar movies.
Yeah.
In the Oscar-nominated film Vicky Cristina Barcelona, name one of the actresses who played either Vicky or Cristina.
Now, you ever date anybody with a three name?
I was going to say Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Yeah.
I don't think that's one name.
You're both pronouncing Barcelona wrong. It's Barcelona.
You're taking
Barcelona.
time to
Anyway.
answer. 5, 4,
Never
3,
seen it. I'm not
2,
going to get this
1. You
one.
can dock him points for ruining your joke. All right, here we go. Macuga.
Oh, Penelope Cruz.
That is incorrect. Kalinowski.
Rebecca Hall or Scarlett Johansson?
That is
Wow.
correct. That is correct.
Kalinowski.
That is correct.
Commanding things with Christian Slater and his knowledge of Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Now, Penelope Cruz obviously in that film, but she did not play either Vicky or Christina.
Huh.
All right, here we go.
Something new every day.
Next
the old
category.
John Macuga, huh?
I got kind of like transfixed by boobs in that movie and must have just totally forgot the whole plot.
Here we go. All right, you boob. All right, you boob. Here we go. In the next category of rom-com, Gary Marshall directed Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and what other 2000 film named after a holiday?
Shit.
See how
Yeah, that Gary. You know what I did?
Shits
catch
and
the other day?
farts to go
I
with
caught A League of Their Own, which Gary Marshall's daughter Penny directed.
Yes.
But Gary is in it.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
sister.
Penny Marshall. That's
I
his
think that's
daughter.
considered a holiday, but
5,
What kind of weird family you from?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
New Year's Eve?
Correct? Woo! Macoogs.
That piece of shit.
It really is. Macuga taking shots at New
It's a
Year's Eve.
damn good
Come
movie.
on, the plot of that movie
It's
was
not
so
good. No,
dumb.
you're absolutely
Great
right.
performance
Sure.
by John Bon Jovi. Your next category is drama.
Save the drama for your mama.
The drama for my mother as well as our competitors. The question is, Robert Pattinson joins the circus and romances Reese Witherspoon in what period piece flick? That movie made me cry like some things that happen on this set from time to time.
Yeah, some things happen too.
I get a little
Just don't say the.
I get a little misty
Don't say
eyed.
the
All
name.
I'm saying is I get a little misty
All
eyed.
right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Oh, no.
Macoogs.
Water for elephants.
That is correct.
Water for
Kalinowski.
Water for
There
elephants.
you go.
All right.
H2O for Dumbo.
They drink a lot of water.
Kalinowski keeping his
That's-
4-3.
You know what's
Right,
a great
and
scene with
I have to ask the
elephants?
next question.
Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, when she
just
pours
asked
the
him.
perfume on it.
Why?
All right, and our next question comes from the world of horror/thriller. Crap, right?
Hey.
And your question is, which Beetlejuice star played Donna Hawthorne in the 2006 Mindbender: A Scanner Darkly? Oh, that got a grumble
Groan,
from.
yeah.
Was that a Hunger Monster Harloff?
Me? No, I'm all right. 5, 4,
never seen
3,
a scanner darkly.
2, 1. Pens down.
Not
Kalinowski.
sure. Didn't
Winona
I?
Ryder?
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah, Winona Ryder.
Hey,
These guys are going back and forth.
They're becoming best friends.
All right, here we go, guys. Next question in the category of family films. What kind of animal are the animated waiters who show up to share the screen with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins? You know that Dick Van Dyke apologized for his accent?
Really? Dick Van Dyke was at the Comedy Store watching me perform with him.
Was he awake?
I hope so.
Elephants?
He had a smile on his face when he left.
5,
White suit,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Josh Macuga.
Bears?
Incorrect. Kalinowski.
Penguins?
Correct. All right. So
They wear
Kalinowski.
tuxedos.
Kalinowski
Good one,
going
Disney.
Up. Kalinowski going up 6-4
Fucking
here.
jack.
I've never heard a less confident answer
Yes,
out of
last
Macuga's mouth.
All right, last question. here,
Disney
guys.
is Bears?
You ready for
Bears?
One's for you, Ken.
movie release dates? Movie release dates.
Oh.
What year saw Arnold Schwarzenegger start in the action romp True Lies and the goofball comedy Junior.
Junior.
I like Junior better than True Lies. Why is that?
That is not true.
I've heard you say.
That
I've
is
heard you say that on
that is
multiple
a
occasions.
falsity.
All right, then you've been lying to me for the last 10 years.
1995. Whoa. Hello, iPhone. Fucking ass, dude. I don't download these. I should start and figure out how to do that. Say 1995.
Falsity.
All right, then you've been lying to me for the last 10 years.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Probably either
1.
way
Pens
off
down,
or way
please,
before.
and Mike Kalinowski.
This is for you, Scott Mance. 1994.
Correct.
Shit.
1 year off.
96.
Oh, just missed it. So
1
Kalinowski
year
there.
off.
It was
That
toe-to-toe
close.
for a bit. Kalinowski took a little bit of a pull there. 7-4 as we now get
One
into
away.
round number 2.
The bottom line is these guys love water for elephants, and now we are going to explain the rules for round number 2, also known as the wheel round. In this round, Josh Macuga is not going to be walking the wheel out because he's currently competing.
Right.
The wheel we speak of has 12 different categories, and they all have 4 questions lying with, at which point the value of the question goes down. In round 2, however, there is no penalty lead, so now Mike Kalinowski is going to have the option of either spinning first or deferring to your Pittsburgh Steelers opponent.
Were you just taking a shot? Was that a shot you took?
I'm just pointing out the facts here.
Cool.
Okay.
Take off the blazer, okay?
Also, remember, opponent's choice, if Mark didn't say it, opponent's choice, if it lands on opponent's choice, you have to take the category that your opponent
I played 14 matches, Christian. I get it.
Listen, the comment section forgives no one. All
Right.
right.
Macuga's like the Rocky Blyer of this
Yeah.
league.
All right, here we go. So, Mike, please go ahead and spin or give it to Macuga.
I really want to give it to him to be a gentleman, and because he's a great guy, but I got to take it first.
Yeah,
I'm
take
sorry,
it.
man.
He
I'm
wants a
sorry.
crack at that
Let's take a
wheel.
shot. Look, you got to go for the kill. You gotta
Yeah,
go
I mean,
for the kill.
Kalinowski standing up to give it a good spin.
He knows it. He's been
Proper
here before.
form, put it back into it.
7 points for Kalinowski in that round. Very impressive.
Come on,
Are we
come
looking
on.
at comic book
Christopher
movies?
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
Nolan.
What are you gonna-
Interesting.
what's he going to do there?
Christopher Nolan, director of such movies as The Godfather.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
Going to take it.
He's
All right.
taking it.
Good call.
Here we go.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
All right, here we go. I will.
In the Dark Knight.
We'll be
The only
administering,
one I would
not
get.
asking.
Whatever. Here we go. All right, Mike.
Yep.
Who plays stage engineer John Cutter, who works with both Borden and Angier in The Prestige?
Hugh Jackman?
Five,
Would that be
4.
Michael Caine?
That would be 2 points.
So that's a pretty,
That was
pretty
good.
solid hoagie from Jaws of Revenge right
and
there.
there's some people out there that love the Prestige. I got a standing ovation right there.
Here we
right?
go.
Good movie about magic
All
and
right.
stuff.
Yeah, I got it. I
Well,
get it.
that's-
Inception. What is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's first name?
Multiple choice.
Is
Yeah.
it A, Andrew, B, Arnold, C, Arthur, D, Aaron?
Aaron? D?
Arthur?
That's correct for 1
Wow.
point. That's really good. All right.
He picked an A name.
Yep. At the end of Batman Begins, Jim Gordon holds what rank in the Gotham City Police Department?
Commissioner? No, Lieutenant.
5.
I'm gonna say Lieutenant.
Captain.
It's incorrect.
I'm going to go Lieutenant.
2 points.
Wow,
steal.
that is a huge steal
point
from a
steal.
guy who has been on this stage as Batman
Yep.
before.
Yep. All right.
You're right.
Here we go. Here we go. Last question here. Who plays Teddy, the man in the photo who was shot in Memento? Five.
Multiple choice.
A, Guy Pearce. B, Russ Feha. C, Mark Boone Jr. D, Joe Pantoliano.
A.
Joe Pantoliano.
For 1 point.
That's a
11-6.
nice little
round.
cleanup there, but Macuga, a huge steal,
Nice
keeping
steal.
him in this ball game.
Yeah,
round,
that
nice round.
definitely. That was a good big steal because now 11-6. McAllister gets 4 points in that round. Now, if Macuga has a big round, he can get right back in this game. All right, Macuga, here we go. Big spin.
Oh, my good lord. That is a
Good
spin.
spin.
That's a
Good
guy
spin.
who's been there before.
Here we go.
Round and
Sit,
round it goes.
Sit.
Oh,
Begging
oh,
for it to sit on action
action
movies.
adventure.
I'll stay.
All
And it
right.
does.
Yeah.
Josh
Action adventure.
Macuga,
Yeah.
action adventure, one of his favorites.
we go.
And here we go.
In Bad Boys 2.
All right, Josh. What character actor played the President of the United States in National Treasure Book of Secrets?
5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna multiple choice it.
Is it A, Robert Patrick, B, Tom Wilkinson, C, Bruce Greenwood, or D, Frank
B.
Langella?
Tom Wilkinson.
Ooh, man. I want to say Bruce Greenwood.
5.
He seems like kind of a scummy dude. I'm
4.
gonna go Frank Langella.
3.
That is incorrect. Mike Kalinowski.
Bruce Greenwood.
That is a point for Mike
Got
Kalinowski.
the point. Macuga doesn't trust his
Wow,
gut,
that's
which
right.
is a bad one.
That's
there.
the one thing that Macuga cannot afford to lose is his
Wow.
own gut. Your next question, Mike.
How many shots are you gonna take at me at this match?
That was not a shot.
It's a shot.
You're in wedding
You're taking
shape.
a shot.
And
You look
Mark
great.
Ellis getting to the head of Macuga. This is interesting.
Without, unintentionally, though it may be. Your next question. Josh, my dear friend, who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
Oh, Julia Armand.
Correct.
Incorrect.
Mike,
Can I repeat the question?
you can. That's your
Yes,
second
please.
one.
Yes. Who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
That is she.
5,
It's
4, 3.
Keira Knightley.
He got it.
That is 2 points.
Wow.
Julia Ormond, I believe, played Guinevere in First Night.
Wow.
In First Night.
That was big.
And now Josh Macuga. Look, we're in danger of being knocked out here, but Josh Macuga has
more
2
questions.
questions left. So here we go, Josh. Your next question. In Commando, John Matrix gets Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what?
Swords.
Come on, Bennett. Fight with your fists.
Is that the answer?
Yes, fight with your fists.
That's incorrect. Steel.
Knives.
That's correct.
That is
You fight.
That is correct. He
Wow.
convinces Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what? And it was a knife.
It's a knife in me.
Twist it and turn it.
see
Look
it.
into my eyes.
So now,
Come on, Bennett.
so Christian, here's where we are right now. Is that Josh Macuga, if he doesn't get this question right, we're still going to go to round 3 unless Mike Kalinowski does know the answer and
Needs to
somehow gets another steal. Boy, my heart is racing right now, and not in the direction I want it to be going.
All right. Well, you jinxed your friend. So here we go.
I did nothing of the sort. Your question, Josh. Who played Alex West, a Tomb Raider with unscrupulous methods, in Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
I've never seen any of these movies. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Guy Pearce, D, Daniel Craig, C, Channing Tatum, or D, Clive
Daniel
Owen?
Craig.
5, 4.
Clive Owen.
That is incorrect, Mike Kalinowski. This will be for the win.
Yep, I know.
can get
It's probably Guy Pearce, right?
Daniel Craig.
And your winner, by way of
Second round KO.
Mike the Killer Kalinowski.
Well, it's the last time I'll ever wear this
knockout.
suit, Christian.
Wow. I mean, Mike Kalinowski has just put himself in status here. He just knocked out the Wild Man. No one has ever knocked out the Wild Man.
And never
in
has he
singles
lost
before.
in a first round of a tournament
No, he has
either. I mean,
not.
this is a day of first for Josh Macuga, not how he hoped the day would pan out.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, we were looking for that Macuga magic. He spun the category. I think he most wanted. Find out right now. Jen Sturger has an interview with both the winner and the loser of today's match.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger, and I'm here with Mike, the Killer Kalinowski. That was amazing. How are you feeling after that match?
Kind of mixed.
What?
I'm hurting. Like, I feel bad. Like, and
You
not,
lived
and
up
not,
to your
and not,
name.
and not in a great match for me. But it was like,
You lived up to your name,
yeah.
Mike, the Killer. You just took
Right.
down a legend in Josh Macuga.
I did. So it's kind of a shock. I got a little bit of like, I think, heartburn. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or what, but like, it's like, I don't know if it was the beer.
We have
but I feel
Tums and
kinda-
Crafts.
I feel good. I feel good, but I had to face him, and yeah. He's a great guy. He's such a good guy, and I didn't want to.
No.
Maybe go a little bit further and a little. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not trying to.
Just
smack talk.
speechless.
Yeah, I am. I'm.
You're
yeah.
like really
Like
flustered
my other
by
matches,
this.
I felt like really good, and I'm like, yeah, we did it. I did this. My past history with Brienne. I'm like, yeah, okay, she made fun of me, but but with this, Yeah.
You shared a beer with your friend.
It's bittersweet. It is
and then you beat his
bittersweet.
ass.
It is bittersweet.
So your stealing actually was what really won you that
Yeah.
match. Tell me, how were you feeling going into that second round, and when you saw that the action question just came up much harder than we anticipated?
Yeah, and I tell you, I went with Nolan because he's got a limited filmography, so I was like, okay, but that Batman Begins, and I know the line, it's, Batman comes up to him and he's like, detective, he's like, oh, it's lieutenant now, and I'm just like, it just was not there, and
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't commissioner because he gets that rank in The Dark Knight,
Nice.
so, I've studied movies that I don't know. I think maybe it's time to kind of go back and like Batman Begins, I saw that 15 times in the theater, so
We
maybe
know
I have
you
to
did.
change the stuff up a little bit here, yeah. But his action adventure, that's a strong one for me too. So if he was going to miss him, I was going to get him right.
So you knew you
Action
had that in
adventure
your
is
pocket.
definitely a category for me.
I don't know. Do you feel like this might be a changing of the guard here at the Schmoedown?
I don't want to believe that because I still want him in. I still want him there. He's always going to be there. Hey, if I was not a part of DC Movie News, that would be a man that I would love to be a teammate with. When I first started this, before I started the DC Movie News, it's like, who would I get along with? Who would I just want to have a great team with? And he's one of the guys from the beginning. I was like, I'd love to have been a teammate with this guy. So I hope he's going to be around. I hope we'll play again. Many more. He's 14 matches he had. So I hope I'm going to get him again just in a regular match without a tournament.
I doubt this is the last time we've seen Josh Macuga.
Yeah.
he just keeps coming back even when
He's
we
too
don't
good
want him
looking.
to.
We don't
charisma.
want to.
So now, looking forward into the tournament, you're going to be facing either Clark Wolf or Brianne Chandler, who have not competed yet, but we all know your history.
The
With Miss
Joker
Chandler.
to my Batman.
Right?
But, how many times do I have to knock her down? I'm not saying this to be negative, but, but Clark Wolf, on the other hand, that's a match. But
wanna
Brianne,
see
who
that
knows?
match.
So, I don't know going into this. They're both strong competitors. I've never faced Clark before. I've only seen her compete. I know she knows her stuff. Brianne, I know her tricks. I know her tactics. I know how to rile her up. This is the tournament now, so the gloves come off. Or as Batman would say, the gauntlets come off. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I am waiting to see what's going to happen with that match, so we'll see.
So, looking even further ahead,
Okay? Yeah.
are you ready to play the commissioner for the belt? Do you think
Now-
you have that in you?
There are
And what costume are you wearing? That's what we were really interested in.
I got to go to my man tub. We'll see what happens in that. But
My
as you guys
man
know,
tub.
Christian and I know each other for a very long time. He's the guy that brought me into this. He got my
Right?
start.
Florida State?
Florida State, DC Movie News. I have a long history with Christian, but I've seen him compete. It's a sight to behold with those guys. So I think my path is kind of now coming into sharp focus with where it's going to go. I think I have a shot at this. So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
You heard it here, Schmoedown fans. It's about to get serious. Josh Macuga, a little emotional here. Josh.
Is that how you want to start the interview?
No,
Jen?
that would be
Sure.
hilarious.
Yeah. I'm really emotional right now, Schmoedown fans. I'm super emotional. I got knocked out for the first time ever in the friggin' tournament. A tournament that I've made it all the way to the championship. Am I a little pissed off? Sure. Am I a little pissed off about the commando question? Come on. You're not supposed to fight with knives. You're supposed to fight with fists. He throws a pipe through him at the end of it. A pipe. They don't use guns. I don't. Jen, in action adventure, the fact that I got fucking Tomb Raider and King Arthur
Those are
is an
classics.
embarrassment to anybody writing questions for action adventure. Those are fluff pieces meant for idiots watching on a fucking
Josh turning heel?
XXXXXX on a Sunday afternoon. Okay? It's BS. And I don't like
Is
it.
Josh turning heel?
Okay, go ahead and ask a question.
I was just gonna say, were you a little surprised at how difficult the action questions were? When you spun action, you had to were like, "Yep, this is my jam. This is in my wheelhouse."
Yes.
And then that happened.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
And the steals really were what set you back.
Well, listen, the steals were ridiculous because I pretty much gave him Bruce Greenwood because it is what it is. And then, listen, the fact that I stole Lieutenant, I was like, all right, at least this will get me to the third round because after the first round, I just didn't have it. First rounds have always been tough for me. If you can get me to the third round and I'm only down by 3 or 4, I think I have a pretty good chance. But today wasn't my day.
You're clearly
just-
emotional, Josh. Like, are you?
15 matches, Jen, and I just needed some luck like 3 months ago to get me going towards some kind of a roll. But this 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss thing,
It was hard to build
It's not
that
healthy.
momentum.
It's not healthy. Yeah, it's not good.
Look, you're clearly emotional. You have to give a little bit of credit to Kalinowski, though, right?
Listen, he's great. He's great. I didn't think I've watched his matches. When he first started in this league, I thought no offense to Mike Kalinowski, he was a bit of a weakling. He didn't really show up for much. He was losing to some pretty weak competitors. But he has really shown that he knows his stuff. He knows trivia just as much as he knows how to pack an adult-sized Batman costume into a plastic tub and store it somewhere in his home or storage space. So listen, am I proud of the guy for winning? Absolutely. Do I take my hat off to him for knocking me out? Sure. Do I want him to win the whole thing? Yeah, because that'll make me look pretty good.
He gave you some really high praise. He said, somewhere down the road.
Have you seen my face? Have you seen my record? Have you seen everything about me? Of course he paid me high praise. I'm the best.
He also
pretty
said
much
you're very
everything.
modest.
Yes,
He
I'm the
also
best
said
at
you're
pretty
very
much
modest.
everything around. And listen.
Would you ever consider teaming with him further down the road?
I think we'd make a pretty great team. We'd just call ourselves the Lady Killers. We're
The
impossible
Lady
to resist.
Killers, yes.
And with those jackets, I mean, who can defeat you two?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
obviously now, are you cheering for Mike? And who do you think can win the tournament?
I think Mike can win the tournament. I think if his head is a little too big for his cowboy hat right now, so maybe he'll take it off and look like a normal human being instead of some weird version of V for Vendetta. Like, I don't know, Magnificent Seven meets V for Vendetta meets a guy that's never ridden a horse. But he's hard to beat. But Mike Kalinowski has shown
Damn.
he's got the flair, he's got the muscle. He is somebody that is should be feared. So yeah, I'm rooting for Mike down the line. Yep.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you back,
Thanks, Jen.
Macuga.
Do you want to
Hope
stick
you feel
around
better
for my
about this.
fantasy update? You want to stick around?
No,
for
I
the
got
fantasy
shit to do.
Okay, you know what? I'll just do the fantasy update right now. We don't even need to cut back to them. Here we go. Fuck.
All right, as you see, Josh Macuga obviously pretty heartbroken there. He gave all the respect in the world to Mike Kalinowski,
Yep.
but he also acknowledged that he maybe jumped the gun a couple times, and we don't know what's going to happen. He got knocked out of the tournament, the team tournament. This is the first time he's ever been knocked out. He's a little punch drunk here, Mark. I think that he doesn't know what he's doing yet. Obviously, the wild berries are going to be making a little bit of a run.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. It was not the Coors Light that Mike Kalinowski gifted him that threw him off. I just think it wasn't Macuga's day, and that's what happens sometimes in this tournament. And I just got an email saying, I'm no longer invited to Josh's wedding. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, well, and then
Aw.
Mike Kalinowski, you hear him in the interview. A lot of good things for him coming up because he proved that he's someone to look out for right now, knocking out the Wild Man. But in the interview, as you see that he gave all the respect to the Wild Man and said that he's looking forward to doing more in this league. But now he has a chance of playing one of two people, one who he has serious history with.
Oh,
here,
yeah?
and that's Breanne Chandler.
Oh, boy.
Now, if Breanne Chandler happens to win her match, they could be going at it once again. However, Breanne Chandler has a lot on her plate as she goes up against Classy Clark Wolf. So if Mike Kalinowski and Clark Wolf meet up here, that's also a possibility. So there's a lot to happen here as we get into round number 2. But we're just underway. This is match 2.
Yeah, and look, I think it would do Mike Kalinowski well to learn from the ghost of Josh Macuga in that Macuga's a guy who always brings luck to his tournaments, and Kalinowski's going to need to use a lot of that, whether he has to go up against Chandler or Wolf, whoever he faces in the future of this match. Kalinowski is not going to be able to get by just on knowledge. You need a little bit of magic dust from a blue fairy. And
you, my friend, will be going up against Stacey Howard.
No magic
That's
dust needed
coming
for
up
that one.
next week. Make sure you check that match out. We have so many matches coming up in the
Like and
singles.
comment,
Make sure
guys.
if you haven't watched the teams, go ahead and check out the team tournament as you know that the finals are coming out the same exact week as the finals of this tournament. There's a lot to happen. Who do you guys think are going to win? What did your brackets say? Who's going to be taking me on for the belt at the Spectacular? Comment. Let us know. Comment and share this, by the way. And here's the one thing, like I said, we'll never charge you for these matches. That's not something we're interested in doing.
Nah, you can take him.
The only thing that we're asking you guys for, if there are 15, 20, 30, 100,000 of you guys watching it, then see how many comments you can get up there. See how many likes you can get up there. Break the record. Join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Be part of the conversation. Get the stats. Join the fantasy leagues. And speaking of the fantasy leagues, here is Josh Macuga.
Wow. Second round KO for the Killer, man. Yeah, great match for the Killer Kalinowski there. So, do we have Howard? Yeah, we have Howard and Ellis. I'm going for Ellis in that one. Then we have Wolf and Chandler. I'm going for Classy Clark Wolf. But yeah, this tournament has been awesome so far. I can't wait to see more. We scored 2 points in round 1. we scored a 2-pointer in round 2 for 5 points. And, yeah. So, if you guys enjoy the schmoedown reactions, I have tons of them, including schmoedown Rewind, which I'm doing one tomorrow. I'm doing one tomorrow. That's going to be schmoedown Rewind Inner Geekdom Championship match from the Spectacular. Jeremy Johns taking on Hector Navarro. We're going to play along. We're going to, rewind and watch it back. So, remember, Sunday night, we have my match in the Wrestling Trivia Showdown as I take on my rival, Connor the Champ Canyon, in a loser leaves for a month match. If I lose, then I cannot be on the WTS for a whole month. Trust me, I won't lose. Connor the Chump is going to lose. Okay, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Film Nerd TV for more. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.